Now you're looking all over the place? What are you doing? Why? No, stop. Go forward. Stop. No, don't. You picked it. You don't have to back up to ping them. Go back. Go to the cart. You're already on the low ground. If you don't have the high ground, it doesn't matter. Just stay there. All right, so today's video, we are back with another Where Are They Now? If you're new to the Where Are They Now series, it's a player we've watched previously, and we try to see where they're at now, guess their new rank, see if they've progressed, see if they need a lot to work on, etc. So, their previous rank, when we watched them, they were a Gold 3 tank on PC 4 months ago. They were the tank on Dorado who swapped to Rein, and was way too focused on spinning around in circles to deal with a Pharah and a flanking soldier. So, last time they were easily, like, the other team just got them distracted easily. They were spinning in circles. They weren't doing much. They say, "Hi, after taking your advice about playing to your hero's strength, I decided to really learn and focus on 1 or 2 heroes to get really good at them. I'm now mainly one-trick in Rein and literally love the hero now that I play him a lot. This game I think I played as best as I could using everything I've learned, as it was an even match. At one point, my DPS were literally begging me to swap and said I was throwing after the enemy team went Mei, Rein, Bastion. I think I carried for the most of the time. I played to my strengths and I don't think I could have done better. Even so, at some points, I think I could have played cover better or peeled for my team, so any mistakes, just shout them out." I love the, I don't think I could have done any better. Also, I think I had bad position. Also, thanks for the previous tips. They helped a lot. Heck yeah. All right, let's see how this goes. This doesn't look like Reinhardt. What's going on here? Probably just scouting to see what they're on. You're going to see the Rein and go right back and switch Rein, yeah. I will say, when they have the Bastion against you, I can see where it's a little bit difficult, but I'll see how it's going for you. All right, here we go. Huge pick. Good start. That gives you opportunity to go in. You're recognizing that. Take the map control now. You're good. Reaper TP behind you. You saw the TP. You know, I gotta say, you're still doing a little bit of the worried about too much thing on Rein right now. Like, why are you worried so hard about the Reaper behind you? All right, here we go. What I like there about what you just did was that you finally started to play to, like, you finally started to play to your strength, as we talked about, rather than spinning in circles. But you did it again at the beginning of that game where you just spun in circles again. So still try to minimize how much you're doing that. All right, you got a shatter coming up. Is that Moira on point? Yep. They do have a big slam, but they don't need it yet. Not a bad pin. Good job. Did your weapon just level up? Also like how we have back-to-back games of watching somebody with a mythic weapon. We watched an Ana just previously to this with a mythic weapon. Yeah, this is fine. I see what you're doing. You're just chilling. I would recommend shielding though. Your Widow... Okay. Listen. I'm gonna pause right here very quickly. Your Widow is up here, and I know that they can be shot a little bit, but, like, take the space here. Don't just sit here. I know you're memeing this, but, like, remember that your teammates also could benefit from this. I know your Widow's up here, but, like, if I'm on Widow or a Hanzo here, and I see that my Rein is shielding up over here, I might even drop down a little bit and just, like, get in a better angle. This is not going to make your teammate want to play better angles. I know you're memeing them, but you really want to make sure you get some guaranteed kills here. This Hanzo could one-shot any of your teammates. So let's prevent that Hanzo from doing that. Here we go. When is the new season? Tomorrow. That's why we're doing a few Where Are They Nows right now, because the replay code's reset. All right, this is what I wanted to see. A little bit more aggro, get in their face. You know they have Shatter coming up, so it's good to, like, prevent this. Nice charge. I've been there, done that. Playing the chess game with Rein. Not bad. Don't be afraid to go for an aggressive Shatter here now that you lost your Juno. I'm not even joking, because you're going to struggle anyway against what they have coming up. You have an Ana, so maybe they get Nano in time. But don't be afraid to go for a Shatter. If you see opportunity, go for it. You got outpatience right there. Sometimes in the chess battle, it's also why sometimes I'll struggle as Rein, is because, like, while they're playing chess, I'm playing Connect 4. But In that type of situation, what you need to do is just do your best to know they have Shatter, know that you need to survive their ultimates to begin with. So the worst thing you want to do is just drop your shield that early in the team fight. The only thing you can do while they're popping all those ultimates on you is hold your shield. And if they shatter you that way, then your team's prepared for it. But those type of situations is how your whole team gets shattered. So the mind game of Rein versus Rein shifts a little bit there. Big slam! Remember, chat, it's a big slam even if it misses. Okay? I don't make the rules. Yep. Don't even worry about the Reaper right now. Worry about in front of you. They've already killed an Ana, so just take advantage of what's in front of you. Yes, this is the correct play, by the way. Because, like, at that point, like, you're not going to be able to help your teammates with the Reaper being so far away. So trying to get up there to, like, go help with that Reaper was going to be the incorrect play. So you actually made the right play, and that could result in a play. Now you help with the Reaper. Perfect. By the way, previously, from what we saw from you, is you would get easily distracted and do nothing there. So to watch you recognize, hey, I can't get this Reaper, let me go in front. Let me just, like, take advantage of them not having the support they need here. That was the correct play. Very happy to see how you did that one. That was good. I don't mind the pin. Their Rein is... Now, one thing if you haven't noticed there, Rein likes to hold their shield up a lot, which is why they're falling behind on Shatter every time to you. So don't be afraid to take advantage of that against Rein. And what I'll explain by that is this. I'll pause. It's actually one of the problems I run into Reinhardt because, like, obviously I'm not the best Rein. It doesn't mean, like, we can't talk about Rein. It's like, my Rein's problem is that I get really impatient. And one thing that happens is when I go up against really good Rein players, the moment I become, like, a shield-holding Rein, they take advantage of that. And what I mean by that is, if you recognize the other Rein just holds their shield, you can swing on that Rein all day long. Because more than likely, that Rein's not going to counter-swing. They're just going to keep holding their shield and then try to go for, like, a fire strike at some point. So a lot of good Reins will take advantage of that. So this Rein so far, you've recognized as, like, a hold shield Rein more than, like, be really aggressive Rein. Outside of when they went for the shatter play. So take advantage of that. Go up there, start swinging on the Rein. Make that Rein have to, like, adjust their play style. Otherwise, you'll run over them consistently. Good play by their Rein. You're already down in numbers. So you can see how their Rein does this? Yeah, you just swing on them. That's what I mean. Like, you got purple, like, just this Rein, you will be able to run over this Rein if they keep doing that. I'm telling you. I would actually like to see you even be more aggro against their Rein. I feel like their Rein hasn't done enough. Big slam! Their Rein hasn't done enough for me to think that they'll be able to survive against what you're doing. Yep, you're the correct play here. This is the correct play. Just hold shield. Dude. Chat. I'll pause for a second. They ended up doing a good job ulting there. So, who here charges into a team, goes, crap, I'm not going to get anybody? As you cancel your charge, you pin somebody and you go... And it happens to be like a hero that can just get away. Like, you pin the Moira, and the Moira's just like, see you later! And you're just like, aw, out of all the heroes, I got Moira too! It feels bad, isn't it? Not you because you don't play Rein, fair enough. Yep, I see it happen so much where you just don't trust the charge and it pins them. Ugh. Remember, keep recognizing what their Rein's doing. I still think you can play aggro and swing against this Rein. I really, really do. You always pin into the walls whether you get someone or not. You know, I think sometimes it's okay to cancel the charge if it's obvious, but yeah. You know what? I'm a little bit concerned about you taking the angle here, but you did kill someone, so. Good job getting away. Be ready to shield. Nice. Good reaction there. I like that you turned to go shield in case they have shatter. Yeah, pressure Rein. I'm going to explain something here in a second. Even though they killed your Ashe, there's a little bit of, like, theory here where it's like, do you just keep swinging on a Rein when you know they have shatter in that situation? I would say that is close to the correct play. Big slam! Nice job. That was very well played. And the reason why I think it's okay is... Let me just let this play finish out here. Your support's here, so you can kill this Rein. Nice aggressive play there, by the way. I love that by you. That was wonderfully done. Talon, thanks for the 300 bits. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. And Matt Sam, thanks for the tier 1 for 6 months in advance for 16 months. Appreciate it. Don't be afraid to go just clean up Kart. I think you're doing okay. There's one thing that you do wrong. You get distracted easily by, like, a bunch of stuff happening. Think about, like, you kill their Rein, you kill their backline. The only thing that you could do in this situation that would get them back into this game is to just all spread out and take 1v1s. So what does your team do? All spreads out and take 1v1s. Stack on Kart, spam your, your left click in circles or anything like that, and they won't be able to do this. But the one thing that gets them back into the game is by running the round, taking individual 1v1s. Now, I wanted to circle back a little bit why I was okay with the Reinhardt letting the Ashe get shattered here, is because if you get the shatter out in this situation here now, especially in the 5, like a 1v5, there's a good chance Rein can't follow up and get those kills, which Rein did do a good play, and I think it's more going to be on your support keeping your teammate alive if like, one of them is not shattered, which one of them I don't think was. So, but you get the shatter out, which means that you can play freely the rest of the way, which you did great up until this moment where you started running in circles. So just try to do that, yep. After you went up and made this play, all you needed to do was go to Kart, swing on Kart, and you win. But instead, you kind of ran around in circles, tried chasing the Genji. Like, the Genji has to come to you eventually, right? You know what I mean? Like, the Genji has to come to you. Because, like, the Kart, you know? And you did get, you killed the Genji because they had to come to Kart. Here we go. Playing it slow. Don't be afraid to be aggressive here. Okay. I like you missed the ultimate. Remember, shields up to help in a second. Nice fire strike. Good pin. That Rein plays very defensive. Oh, what a sleep. That would have been your shatter. Oh, no. I'm going to be honest with you. I felt like you made the correct play. I felt like that Ana just popped off. Straight up. I mean, honestly, like, I'm not even mad with that play. I mean, obviously, you could have maybe shielded the Ana to your left, but let's be honest. Like, that's like, you got to be playing lights out at that point. Because that sleep would have given you shatter. Big slam. But hey, you got the point. So, not a bad half out of you. I do think there's definitely room for improvement, though. You said a lot of, like, oh, you feel like you're not, like, you feel like you're playing, great, etc. I still think you have times where you try to peel too much. Like, you don't go and just take map control and, like, pressure the other team. You just, like, oh, there's a Genji behind. Let me go and just run around and chase him, right? And that's how, like, that's what you don't want to do that. As Rein, you just don't have the kit to be able to go around and, like, help with that as much. All right? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, when the other Rein is playing in passive like that, and the reason why I talk about this, I can speak from when I try to play Rein against, like, top 10 Reins, they will take advantage of that when they recognize you play passively. So that's why I want to see them play a little bit more up in front, more aggressive on them. I gotta say, this Rein mythic's cool. Alright, just chilling. They have a Zen now, so you want to LOS the orb when you can. Counter charge, which is okay. That is, you know what? I don't think there's winning in that situation. I'll be honest with you, because like you could argue don't counter charge it, but if you don't counter charge it, there's like a 90% chance you get pinned against the Mei wall. If you do counter charge it, they just Discord orb you and you fall over. But like I think the odds are you counter charge it, right? That's got to be the play, because you got to rely on your support system to be able to keep you alive. That's the only way that would work. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, they recognizing they got walled off as a part of that, I agree, so you adjust your positioning. But, like, I'm saying at that point, like, the only options you have is either counter-charge it or get charged against the wall. So I think the odds are you just counter-charge and hope for the best. Good job here. Now, we did talk a little bit about how you could be aggressive on the other Rein. I think you still can be, but you need to be careful of how you go about it, because that Zenyatta's going to not make it easy on you. But good job again. That Rein still is a passive Rein, and now that they're running the Zen, there is the trade-off. You're going to take more damage on, like, swings if you have Discord Orb. So remember to line of sight Discord Orb as much as possible, because it's on a 6-second cooldown after it falls off. And 2, they won't be able to keep up with the same amount of heals that you have. You have Ana and Juno, so you can easily pressure the other Rein when you don't have Discord Orb on you. Don't be afraid to go for a shatter here. You still have a Juno. But if you want to get out, that's okay too. But you need it back all the way. Are we going to do a funny moments? Crap might know on that. Maybe. Just to show people here. One of the things that you want to do on King's Row when you're down in numbers is not try to take the fight here. A lot of players get stuck like taking this fight. The reason why this fight gets really like 50-50 or RNG is because there isn't as much cover for you, right? Like there's cover, but there isn't enough. And what I mean by that is you like end up in like really isolated 1v1s or like it just isn't safe. So like on defense, what you want to do a lot of the time is actually back up here, because look how much open space this is for you. Their flanks aren't as good. Like this taking this angle is good for the other team, but like they kind of get stuck here. So rather than stay here in a situation where it's like, oh, I want to stop the cart, which obviously like, it's good to stop the cart, But if your team is going to get run over, there's no reason to give up that much space, so that you end up like having no control here. So what you actually want to do is slowly back up to where like you give enough time for your item to get back, and then you end up here. Now the other team gets stuck in a disadvantageous spot. You're in an advantageous spot for your team, and if they overextend, then they die. So this part of the map gets really confusing to where like you feel like you want to take this fight, but like if you don't have 5 here and you can't just all die in cart and stack this, you're better off just backing up to this better angle for your team. And then generally, especially in ranked, it won't happen in matches as much. Some players will overextend. You pick up a free kill or force out cooldowns, and then you're back to 50-50. Do you see what I'm saying? So just be careful of that. That's just more about theory on how to play that part of the map. I think it's really helpful to kind of showcase that. They're not random replays. They get submitted to my Discord. Correct play again. Got the counter charge it. You survive it this time. Big slam alert! Good job by your supports. You did a great job there. Well played. Well played. Good aggressive play. Once again, and obviously, like, the game isn't live, but if you're in this situation against a Rein like this, you can be more aggro. Swing on that Rein more. Like, take advantage of that 1v1 against their Rein if they're going to play like that. You absolutely can do that. You go, well, they have a Mei. You're going to be fine. Most of the time, you're going to be fine. Remember what we talked about where you want to fall back to, also. You're doing the right play. Be careful of just standing there trying to, like, line up your next fire strike. You don't want to do that all the time. That's how you get, like, that's how you just, like, go, what the heck just happened? And you go right back to spawn. This is correct, though. Good fall back here. This is what I talked about. You're actually onto a quick shatter, too. Cavale, thanks for the 21 months of tier 1, and Little Foxy, thanks for the 7 months of finish round. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is the correct play.
Almost 2 years now. Let's go.
Nice. Ooh, nice pin. Don't be afraid to go for a shatter here. Yeah. Good play, though. I still think in that situation, it's weird because, like, I like the aggression. I guess not good play, but, like, I like to see you play aggro. I think that's a better way to explain that. Like, it wasn't perfect, but I think if you play too defensive there, your teammates probably lose that because then it's on your... If your DPS weren't willing to pop their ultimates there, then that's on them more than you, right? So, I don't think they know you have shatter, so be ready for that. You can take advantage of that. Oh, watch out for shatter behind you. Shield up, and then play the angle of the Mei wall. Yep, you're doing the correct play. You're gonna get shattered. That part was gonna happen because they broke your shield. Just dying cart. It's okay though. You have another retake with a lot of good ultimates. You're fine. Good Bob. Your team's gonna be fine. And if Rein countercharges you, great. If they don't, big slam. Huge slam. Nice play. Good job. And you survive that. That's a win-win. Nice shatter. Nice play. Good aggression. Like I said, I still feel like you could be aggressive against that tank. I think that's a big part of it. So, yep. All right, play angle. You're fine for now. I don't think you necessarily need to push up there because you have an Ashe who just got rolled by a Zen, but the Ashe will be really good there. I like what you're doing though. You're making them have to question the play. Yeah, rough play there. Good nano. They don't have shatter. You just be aggro. Swing in the right. Don't give them any opportunity. This is fine, too. Nice. Charge him off the map, maybe? Great play. All across the board, great play. And you get more L charge after that, too, like 30%. So, yeah. Wonderfully played. Kill the Zen. Nice. You're definitely playing more aggro against their... You're definitely playing more aggro against their Rein. Keep doing that. Their Rein clearly doesn't want to play the same way you want to play Rein. And your playstyle is working way more than theirs is. Okay? Don't have too much downtime here. Just... Okay. Accurate fire strikes, which has been nice to see. Oh, that's a huge one. You see, now you're going to have shatter again already. They won't predict that. Oh, the misfire strike. Good counter charge again. That's the correct play. Yep, just swing on the Rein. You're good. Swing on him. Yes, thank you. There we go. Oh, you had that. You're giving that Rein too much, like, space. Like, you can just get in there and just counter charge or counter shatter. They don't think you have it. Big slam. Nice job. You have to remember that sometimes the other Rein will... One of the best ways to get away with another shatter is when you shatter them previously, they won't think you'll have shatter. So that Rein didn't think you had it because you gained about 30% shatter from that previous play, and the Rein thought you were, like, you know, a bit behind them. So you did a good job there. I like that pin idea, because if you go back further, you're going to get rolled anyway, so that was a good pin. You're kind of at, like, a difficult spot where the other team just has a lot of ultimates, and they're going to run over you, so still not bad. Like, I still think you're, considering you went into third point with about 4 minutes on the clock, like, you're not, like, happy with that defense, but you're going, that could have been a lot worse. Like, you still have a chance to attack now, which I think, like, yeah, I'll take that any day of the week. I'll take that any day of the week. Oh, nice TP play. Heck yeah, I like that. Good idea. That was great. Nice job. If their Mercy goes to the res too, you get a free kill. You can walk around that wall, but maybe just killing is fine. Nice. Good start. I love that play. Nice aggressive play. Once again, recognizing their Rein is not ready for that type of aggression is exactly what you need to do. That was very, very well played. Good job. Yep, gotta charge out. They went Bastion. Just hide. Just settle. Just wait. You have time. Don't even put your shield up. Put your shield down. Stop. Put shield down. Just wait. Just play corner now. You don't need to rush the cart now. Just. That's on your Reaper. Good res. Your shield shouldn't be breaking there. Big slam! Yep, there it is. Good luck. I got nothing for you in this one. Just good luck. That's where I'm at. You know, I think you had mentioned at one point your teammate said you were throwing, but, like, I don't think that's the case. Although, okay, look at your shield right now. The reason why I see this and I'm like, just get your shield up, is because you're so worried about, like, not taking any damage, but the problem is that you can slow play this. You don't need to run in. So, like, watch your shield. 951. So what you want to do in this situation is back to the wall here. You have plenty of time in the cart, and you just get your shield back up. Now, I know they have a Bastion, but you want to be able to have full shield into that Bastion rather than no shield, right? Because you want to counterplay what their shield's doing, make it a lot easier to, like, makes it harder for the Rein to be able to kind of counterplay your play. But watch what you keep doing. You put your shield up, now you drop your shield. Now it's back to low. Now you put your shield up again. You see how you keep resetting your shield and never let it go back? That is why you just need to play cover. Play an angle. Slow play it here. Don't just sit there and spam your shield. And a lot of players will do that where they're just so worried about, like, all this little extra damage that you just need to slow play. But look at your shield. You never gave your shield opportunity at any point here. And you could have done it even prior to this, right? So now you have no shield. The other Rein knows you have to play aggressive. So when you finally do go for your shatter play, which, by the way, in my opinion, you just take the shatter to the right, it's free kills. See this? It's not necessarily free kills, but it certainly is gonna make them overreact a little bit more, right? So when you see 2 free shatters here, especially where shatter will travel to about here, because it's about 180 meters now on shatter, you're going to shatter them. And then your teammates may follow up, they may not, but there's one thing is for sure, this rest of the team is going to overreact to whatever happens here, right? They're going to overreact to whatever happens here. So that's why I want to see you manage your shield a little bit more than just sit there and just do nothing. And it felt like that's what happened, is you just kept bringing your shield up, you kept doing this, and then by the time that you need to get into, like, this mind game with the other Reinhardt, well, the Reinhardt knows that when you have no shield, your first reaction is going to shatter, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going to happen. Like, if I'm in an overtime game, and I'm not even the best at Rein, and I'm going up against a Rein, and their shield is broken, I know they're going to have to shatter. So you just counterplay. It's an easy counterplay, which is why your shield management in this situation becomes so much more important, right? You may go, oh yeah, but, like, as a Bastion, that 700 HP shield difference right there can make or break how this whole team fight goes. And that's why I think in the next situation for you, when you get in this situation, your shield management becomes so key. It becomes so key. And once again, I know they have a Bastion, but you'll be fine. You can take, like, 30% damage from the Bastion during that if you need to, just to be able to make sure your shield manages that. And then what that does, it also builds up your support ult quicker. So maybe you have a quicker Juno ultimate. Maybe you have a quicker Valk. Things like that, right? Sometimes that's why it's okay to take a little bit of poke damage. Anyway, I just needed to show that, because I felt like that was a big part of that. Here we go.
Defend objective A.
Hey, nice fire strikes. Let's go. Nice play. I still like that, though. I still like that charge. Yep. It's okay to back off for a second here. Ooh, that soldier. I'll be honest with you, that's a good play by Soldier. Okay. I'll give you this for now because of the timing. Well, I'll see how it goes. I'm fine with it. But that's also why I'm afraid of the play happening because, yeah. Good play by there, Rein. We'll see what happens. Nice. That's like one of those, like... Okay, I mean, honestly, good play. I can't really sit there and say anything. Like, do I like you chasing the Soldier? It's 50-50. And it was looking rough, but you made a play to make up for it. That happens in Overwatch sometimes. So I'll give you that one. Big slam. Nice job. Pressure Rein. They might go for a res right away. I mean, you clutched it at the end. Good play. So, real talk is this. I think you've definitely improved a ton. The bad news, not bad news, but things that you need to work on is I need you to stop being so... You still get into the situation where if somebody even remotely plays an off angle, you get distracted by that off angle. I want you to recognize that sometimes you just can't do anything about that, and trying to do too much can result in the exact opposite. Like there's a part of this game where you lose this game, right? Where when you went and pushed that Soldier because you got distracted by him, the Reinhardt went in and killed 2. Now you made a great individual play, but like sometimes you have to look at the odds of that. It is what it is. Like you made a great play, so we're not gonna. We won't harp on that too much, but there's times where, for example, I think you would have had a much quicker attack King's Row, but you decided to go chase a Genji. Remember when you chased that Genji prior? That led to like a huge difference where you could have had a much better, a much larger time bank, gives you an extra team fight in overtime, things that can lead to really good things for you. So a little bit less of the spin in the round at other people, but that was really good. I also want you to start really recognizing how the counter, the other tank is going. So if the other tank is playing Rein and they play more passive, go take advantage of that. Go swing on that Rein. Go make that Rein feel like they constantly have to hold their shield up and can't do anything. So find those opportunities. Overall, though, I feel like you played that well. I think, like, you definitely need to work on your cover, like you said. I don't think you necessarily played it bad by any means, but if you want to keep climbing as a Rein player, you need to clean up that gameplay there. And I think a lot of that needs to be cleaned up. Like, just the little things. Stop chasing the Genji around the map for an hour and a half. You know, stop letting the Reinhardt who's playing super passive, like, play that way. Go take advantage of that. Like, go be aggressive on them. Make them have to, like, question that. Pay attention a little bit more to, like, the surroundings. Recognize that, like, sometimes you know, even though you want to be aggressive, it's good to help your team. And per usual, work in your shield management. I think your shield management could use some work. And if you do that, you'll be in a good spot. So there you go. Next guess I have here is I'm going to guess. So previously they were gold 3 tank on PC. I'm going to go with plat 2. I think you've gone up a full rank. I think you're close to getting the diamond. I think the reason why I'm going to go with this is that there's still a little bit of stuff you need to work on, plus the way the other team is playing. So that's my guess. I'm going with plat 2, and their new rank is plat 2. That's back-to-back. 2 for 2. But anyway, we got it right. I think you absolutely can climb. You got this. You absolutely got this. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. Leave a comment. All that helps. If you want to submit your own spectator, look in the description below. That's where you would do that. It's my Discord's there. We also record these live on stream. You can see the Twitch upload, the webcam also stream on YouTube. So stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.